So the powers at be are under the impression that they successfully stole some alien technology that is what is being used for our power systems. But what they did not realise is that because Earth is not actually a planet, it was a fetus and now is a baby. What they believe was alien technology stolen was actually just our mothers, their mother, like Mary Magdalene, who is our mother, whose pregnancy we have just experienced. That was her central nervous system or immune system or both. I don't know which yet. I don't have all the details. Because of the people in power using their stolen technology, used that technology instead to control the physical bodies of humanity, because they realized that the whole goal for us is to die and morph out of our body. And so because we are cells, we have like expiration dates, I guess. And the whole, like the matrix is just, it's the pregnancy, right? So if you think about, if we're all cells of a body, all the people that have lived so far in the 2025 years or whatever, we were creating the storyline that is, well, we weren't creating it. That's the problem. What people need to realize is that we weren't creating anything this whole time. We've just been viewing what happened. We are the representation of what happened. But so the first 2025 years, what was meant to happen is, because we're cells, remember, people were born, which is the cell division, because we're dividing cells, anyway. So you're meant to be born, and then you make your mark on the world, which effectively is just you experiencing, like if the whole of history and the future was a movie film strip, right? Your time alive on Earth is literally just the scenes that you act in. So they're your scenes, all right? So then when we're born, once we're born, that's the hard bit to explain. All right. So up until, because there's going to be certain people, and that's where the waves of the indigo children and all that, because it's like they're the cells. So the very original cells, came from Mary and Jesus, or the mum and dad in pregnancy. And then as the baby grows, like the cells that become the baby are the new generation, the indigo children, because they're the new storyline. Anyway, so I actually only just jumped on to record that first bit, but the rest just flowed out, so I may as well just keep going. So the purpose of being alive is to you have to, basically, to live in the kingdom of heaven, where that's the end goal for everyone. You have to earn your time there, all right? So you get born. It's like you have to be the caterpillar. If you want to be the butterfly, which is the kingdom of heaven, you have to spend time as a caterpillar first, all right? And so somewhere, we're all the caterpillars at the moment, and the people that have died so far, like Earth, they don't go anywhere. They're literally, it's like they just stepped out of their body and they're still here with us. We just can't see them, because we're still experiencing the pregnancy. Once the cord is cut, the umbilical cord, and we are free from our mother Mary Magdalene's body, anyone who, that's the veil. So as soon as that connection is cut, the people that we haven't been able to see will be like, we will see them. It's not that they reappear. They've been here the whole time, walking around with us, trying to fucking help us understand what's going on. Now, the problem, actually, I'll do a different video. Sorry about my head there, but I'll do a different video to explain what went wrong and why we became scared of death and how we got trapped. But basically, from what I can understand now, the solar flash is when that cord gets cut and that blood supply is cut. That is going to be on midnight, I think, on the 28th of February, followed by 3 days of darkness, which is because our power system was previously coming from the mum's body, from the umbilical cord, so that gets cut off, and so we're going to lose all of our power, because that's not how we were meant to be generating power in the first place. And what is going to happen then is all the what we thought was mind control, and it's actually body control, that drops, and all of the thoughts in your head that didn't belong to you in the first place will disappear, and you are going to have clarity for the first time in your life about what was real and what wasn't. Anyway, so I'll do a video on that, but at least I'm able to get it out now. I don't know if they've just given up, but anyway, there are other stories, but that'll do for now. Alright, so basically, anyone who has cheated death and has stuck around longer than they should, because they didn't realise that the goal was to die. I can't explain it. That a biologist and a quantum physicist. Oh my god. Alright, so now they're coming. Alright. I don't care anymore, guys. I don't care anymore. So. No, I lost where I was going with that. And so now that you made another person or people stay in their body longer than they were supposed to, however extra long you have kept them in their body, when the solar flash hits, that's time on you before you can free yourself from your body, if that makes sense. What that actually means is, in order for you to have stayed in your body longer than you were meant to, it forced another person to also stay in their body longer than they were meant to, because you were draining that soul of their resources, if that makes sense.